Hey there and welcome on back. As always, I'm Carl with Targets of Attitude, absent-minded fist of knives and all things sharp. And yes, hello to you too, Strax, sitting there behind my computer. We may have a guest speaker here. We'll have to see how Strax do. Yes, you're a beautiful kitten. But, enough playing with cat. What do I have for you today? Well, it's a newer one from Spyderco. One I think you're going to like. Yes, a new one's from Spyderco. Specifically, the Siren Lockback. But before we get into the knife, we've got to get our usual syllabus work out of the way, so let's do that first real quick, shall we? If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do mainly knife reviews. Occasionally I do reviews of various bits of camping or survival gear, lights, cooking equipment, compasses, that sort of thing. Then on Mondays, I do knife basics, what you really would need to know. This is aimed more at the person who's new to the world of knives and possibly knife collecting and wants to know what we mean when we start using all these fancy terms. It occasionally has something interesting for the more experienced knife collector as well, though. So check it out. For those of you who have been with us for a while, well, thank you and welcome back. And Strax, please quit doing that. For those of you who are wondering why the picture was bouncing there earlier, meet Strax Stormageddon, Dark Lord of Paracord. Hey, Strax, say hi to the people, huh? Yeah, Dark Lord of Paracord, aka Fluff of Orange, who sometimes thinks that he is a falcon and loves getting on my computer. So, anyway, now that you know what was causing the computer to bounce around, let's see if I can convince him to let me shoot the video. Okay, that took a little bit longer than I expected. So where was I? Oh yes, for those of you who have been with us for a while, welcome back. I'm glad you could join us again. Just got one question for you. Have you subscribed yet? No? Well, here's your chance once again. Just as always, very simple. Just hit that button right down there that says subscribe, then hit the bell next to it. That way you get notified every time I put up a neat new video. That way you don't miss any of my videos. You newbies can do that as well. It doesn't have to be someone who's been visiting us for a while. But in any case, now that we've got that little bit out of the way, let's get back to the knife. This is a Siren Lockback from Spyderco. It's just big enough that for me, my size, opening it smoothly with a thumb hole is not quite as smooth as I would like, but not any big deal either. Could probably learn to do the Spyderco flick with that fairly quick and easy. Nice knife. It's made in America, which is the first clue as to the price. Beautiful G10, nicely textured scales. It's got a pocket clip that can be flipped to left-hand carry as well as right-hand carry. Unlike a lot of Spydercos, this pocket clip cannot be flipped to tip-down carry. It is only available in tip-up carry, which I could wish for better, but you know. It's got blue liners, nice little, that lanyard hold. Sorry, I just went blank on the term there for just a second. The blade is extremely sweet. As you can see right there on the blade, let me see if I can get, there we go. The blade is LC200N, which also helps explain the price of this knife. Yes, it's a wee bit expensive. Minimum advertised price on this knife is right at $168, I think. Yeah. So you're not going to get this one cheap, but nice thing about LC200N steel, as I mentioned when I was talking about the waypoint in my review of way he's back, is that they've replaced most of the carbon with nitrogen. So yeah, it takes a pressurized chamber to make this steel to get the nitrogen to go in and actually form part of the steel. What does that do for your knife? Well, for one thing, you've got a nice, tough knife with most of the advantages of a high carbon blade that is almost impervious to any type of corrosion. So this particular knife is fantastic if you live near the coast, if you're a sailor or seaman, if you do a lot of fishing, any place where this is going to come into contact with a lot of water, especially salt water, getting this thing to corrode is almost impossible. It's not impossible, but it almost is. So, yeah. It's got decent edge retention. It's not impossible to sharpen. Just all around a very superior steel. But it's expensive to make. So, yeah, the knife is going to be a little bit expensive. It's just retail price is $240. And the same minimum advertised price is $168. So if you find someone selling this for less than $168, you know they're selling you a knockoff. Either that or they don't care if Spyderco yanks their contract out from underneath them. I do, so $168 is where I priced this at. But let's go ahead and put it through its paces, see how well it does. Is it a real Spyderco or just a Spyderco wannabe? Let's see. Wow. I sure can't complain about that. That's gorgeous. Piece of cardboard. Standard corrugated cardboard, as always. And yeah, it's from Amazon, as you can tell. Let's see how it does. Now that drop point tip goes right through very easily. That is gorgeous. Let's see how it does this way. Yeah. It's shredding that box quick and easy. Very quick and easy. That's nice to know. Let's see here. Hang packaging test. Good heavy Gold Peak tea bottle. Let's see how it handles this. In nicely. No real problem there. Sure, no room for complaint there. That's for sure. Let's see here. Paracord. Here's the paracord. Where's the end of the paracord? There we go. My fingers keep falling asleep on me today, and it's kind of hard to hold on to things, but through without any problem. Let's see here. Yep. That went through beautifully. And this way. 1, 2. That's quite nice, that's for sure. Let's see here. Leather. Let's see how we do with the heavy cowhide here. Well, anyone for a set of laces? That's quick and short and sweet. love that. Let's see here. Zip ties. Let's see here. Got some zip ties over here. Let's see how we do with these. Not going to sing the praises of zip tie. You've heard me do that often enough. But as I keep saying, this stuff is hard to cut without a pair of diagonal cutters. Let's see how this does. Short, sweet, to the point. Again, just quick and easy. This thing is just, yeah, I'm really liking this so far. So let's see here. Piece of wood. There we go. Let's see how we do on this. With that flat grind on the blade, this thing is a shoo-in for use in my wood shop. At least it seems so far. Let's see how the tip goes. Gorgeous. Now really put the pressure to it as soon as I find my glove. Okay, come on. Where did my glove disappear to? There it is. No, it was here somewhere. So, let's see how it does with this. And once again, said it before, I'll say it again. Turning through a piece of wood with any folding knife is really kind of a no-no. I mean, that pivot point is going to give way on you sooner or later. I did have someone tell me that if you're going to baton with a knife, take the lock off. Now that's not going to work. It doesn't work at all. Yeah. And push the blade through a little bit further. Put this up where you can see it. And that worked quite nicely. That was very sweet. And you know what? Other than some shiny spots on the blade that I think are going to polish up very easily. Matter of fact, yeah, just rubbing it on my shirt got away about half of them, if not a little bit more. Get a polishing cloth off, I'll get rid of the rest of those marks without any trouble. But you're not here to watch me polish a knife. You're here to see how well it does in tests. So, let's get a scrap of paper back out here again. And let's see if it took any damage. If it did, I'm going to be extremely disappointed, but you know what? I can't complain about that edge at all. It just, yeah. I don't think we can say that that blade took any damage in any way, shape, or form. So there you have it. New siren from Spyderco. And, oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention. This blade was designed by Lance Clinton, as you can see right there on the other side of the blade from the traditional Spyderco marking. And as I did say earlier, it is made here in the U.S. So, yeah, beautiful knife. A little expensive for some people's taste, admittedly, but $168 for an LC 200 end tool steel blade. I think it's actually kind of a steel. Every other knife I've seen with LC 200 end steel has been a lot more expensive than that. But I gotta get going. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something new. What my one cat looks like, if nothing else. And some of the fun of trying to do videos with a cat in the house. In the meantime, I'll wish you all luck. I'll leave you with a couple videos over here I hope you enjoy. And as always, just hit that target right over there and you'll get subscribed. Meantime, you take care and we'll see you next week. Bye now.